so just to document this, let you guys know, I'm gonna be watching Euphoria completely cold, going the first episode of season 2, and then giving you guys my basic review that is gonna be non-spoiler, but you guys are gonna be seeing it the morning of, I think the morning of Sunday. So the next time you see me, I'll be doing my review after that. But then we're going to be having a discussion with 3 other individuals or 2 other individuals that's going over the episode in its entirety. Now, the reason why I'm giving you guys this disclaimer is that I have not looked at one episode of season 1. I have not looked at the 2 specials. So I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea what's going on. This is unprecedented. This is something that Lucas recommended. That if I watch this and I am enticed to continue this, then on the own merits of the show alone, then this was worthy for me to go back and be like, oh, I gotta see where this all came from. So again, I'm intentionally spoiling myself for whatever happens in the first season. So I'm gonna skip the recap and then go from there, and then this will be interesting to say the least. So I'm about to watch the first episode, season 2, right now. What's going on out there, YouTube family? It's the Sam Levinson here representing Team JVS, here to give you guys a non-spoiler review for the very first episode of season 2 of Euphoria. And you ask, Sam, you never covered Euphoria. You've never even talked about even interested. I've been very interested. I remember the very first trailer of Euphoria, and I just haven't watched it. I don't know what it's about. I have no idea. I just know that Zendaya is one of the main leads. I know she got a Emmy for this award for this specific show, and I've been very intrigued. And what I chose to do, as you saw the beginnings of this video, is I chose to come in completely blind and watch the season 2 opener, first episode, to see if it merited me going back and rewatching. And I can tell you effectively, I am hooked. I need to know what became of these characters, how they began, and what's going on with them. And I now can say that the characters Rue, Fezco, Ashtray, Jules, Lexi, Cassie, I now am very intrigued to see what kind of characters they are and what they actually mean, where this is actually going. Because the very opening of this starts off this is a non-spoiler review, just by the way. And full disclaimer, as I told in the beginning, we're going to be breaking this completely down in a group of 3 in its entirety for 30 minutes straight. So I'm not going to go into a lot of details here. I'm just going to go to straight facts. The beginnings of this starts off with Fezco and how he came to be, how Ashtray came to be, and that whole backstory. And the beginning of this, the way that this started, if somebody like me that doesn't know anything about this, I came in completely cold and I was intrigued, and it tells me everything I need to know about where this is going, what these characters are, and specifically just their backstory alone. I was like, I'm hooked. I need to see where this is going and what is going on. And then even the compromising situation that Fezco and Rue are in, I just was like, what is going on? And I didn't realize how bold and dark this really was. It definitely is very atmospheric and natural in terms of this being okay, this is a story of teenagers in this situation. And it is completely raw, very drug-induced, violent, nudity, everything you could think of is all there. But the story and the narrative of every single character and how they're connected is the thing that keeps me enticed, the thing intrigued, to the point that I was like, a large part of this episode, is taking place in the backdrop of a party. It's just a normal night. But the way that it is directed, right? The way that the cinematography plays off on the atmosphere, the composing music, the tension, it feels like a thriller. I felt like there was a car ride that happened, right? Just a random car ride. And my chest was beating. I was like, what is about to happen? I really was scared for what was about to happen just in that car ride alone. And every single moment is just tension. It's always a continuous, turning and turning and turning. Any person can make a stupid decision that could cost them their lives, or something else could happen. And it starts off like that. And even when you get to the party setting, the backdrop, there's some interesting things with lighting and just conversations that just felt so natural, but at the same time felt like really visceral, because you're like, man, I don't know, none of these kids are in good places. And I can pick that up just off of just this episode. And I was kind of like, if this episode could do that, then I gotta see the first. So to me, from an unbiased standpoint, not knowing anything, I am all like, I need to see what happens next, but I need to know what brought me to this point right here, just off of conversation and story and just world building and even like the way that it was actually directed. Like, this is very well produced. The cinematography is great. The music is great. Everything about like the way that these characters are, but specifically Zendaya as Rue, like she's messed up, but she's funny. And at the same time, like, she's very dark and tonally, I worry about her value of her self-worth, for her well-being. Like, it's so many different things, but we'll go to more details in the spoiler-filled discussion that's going to be aired right as soon as the episode is over with. So tune in to Sunday night. You're watching this Sunday morning, and we'll talk to you more about this. And we're also going to probably do another show that's going to be during the day in Attack on Titan. But that's for another day. I'll talk about it later. Keep it locked. JVS, we gonna stop. Oh, episode rating? 10. The fact that a season 2 opener can hook me to the point that I need to go back and watch all season 10. 10, 10, 10.
Falling off the top of